Well, what to say? I did not enjoy this film. Was it as terrible as I expected? No, it was better than expected, but I still think this fell far short of what it could have been. So essentially, this is a prequel to the more famous Gene Wilder version of Willy Wonka. We're getting the early part of Wonka, how he becomes Wonka, and actors, I think, gave very spirited performances, and there were a few good jokes, some nice scenes, some very, very powerful visual moments. So CGI was not as bad as I thought it would be, but overall, it still felt very lackluster, very flat. For every one or two good scenes, there were about 5 or 6 that were just very dry and boring. And the good thing here is the trailer did not spoil too much of the movie. There is a lot more plot, but the story itself is fairly plain. Wonka faces this chocolate cartel, evil bad guy people. One guy looks like Hitler. I'm not joking, he looks like Hitler. And there's some other people that show up. I legitimately forgot Hugh Grant was in this. It's like, oh, and he comes in very late. Very, very late. Yeah, this is just a very uneven mess. But that said, it did have a consistent visual style for the most part. Some of the dance numbers were well done. I think the actors definitely gave very, very strong attempt to make the material work, but it just feels it's for a very childish audience that has not seen many films. It doesn't feel tonally the same as the Gene Wilder version, which was a little bit more dark, more like a horror movie. This feels way, way too childish for the material. And I will say this, that it has a more multicultural cast than you'd expect, but I didn't find that distracting. I just think, again, they took the wrong approach. It's way too safe. It's way too silly at moments, and a lot of the jokes didn't work. But again, it's my opinion. This is getting a lot more rave reviews than I expected, but I will be the guy to say, I will put this on the worst of the year. It is not the worst film of 2023, but is it one of the worst? I think it is, legitimately.